Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darren. I hope you're all safe and well, having a good stitchy week. So today I'm doing a stitch with me. I'm going to do it on this one, which is Blackberry Dragon by Stanley Morrison. It's a pain-free crafts chart. So it's been a while since we've done a stitch with me. I've already got it set up and already zoomed in, that's why the picture may look a bit big. Now I do apologise, it may shake a little bit. You're on one of my Omnic stands and it's attached to my Lowry, so it's a little bit shaky, so I do apologise. So I don't know how long this will be, but we will see. And so for one, you may hear some clunking. I thought I'd got this all kitted up and ready to go. For some reason I thought I'd bought it as a kit and I didn't. So I bought it and kitted it up myself. And I want to pull the threads out and they've not been sorted yet. So I'm pulling from my master set, well, my master set part that I've got done. So you may hear some clunking as I go in and out of that. So just so that you are forewarned. So I really wanted to do some on his head, try and get more of his head done. So this is the one that I should have worked on last week, but I didn't get around to it. So I thought, well, if I do it in my stitch with me, then it's been stitched on. That's my logic. So you may not get many stitches in, but it's done. Well, it'll be stitched on. I don't know if you may not be able to see the colour I'm stitching because it's number 25. So it's obviously very pale. Obviously it's needed for the highlights of the berry parts. Oops. This one. Cut it. Cut it. The cats are moulding like mad. They've only just finished melting because it was obviously going from summer to winter. And it's starting to warm up a little bit. Well, sort of. It's been really, really cold in the morning. We've been down into the minus figures. But then it's warms up into the 20s for like the day stroke afternoon. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place at the moment. Nope, this one. So yeah, it's been, I think, about a month since I've done a stitch with me. The thing is, I don't really have much to really go over this time. Even though it's been a month, there's not much, anything really exciting happened. So we'll start with the usual work stuff. So it keeps going busy, then quiet, then busy, then quiet. It's very strange, but I'm assuming that's due to the inflation, stroke interest rates, whatever. So yeah, so 1 minute we're flat out, and the next minute it's quiet, and then it's flat out again. And so I think I mentioned it in my last stitch with me. I meant to be getting a new saw. I was actually working on one of the other saws with one of the other lads, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I think. And we were just chatting, as you do while you're working. And the boss that does all the hiring, firing and all that stuff, he came over and he says, you're talking about how to speed things up a bit, are you? I So someone says, yeah, we decided that if we had a saw that just cut the whole pack to the length that we needed, it'd be a lot quicker. And he said, well, the new saw's ordered. I went, what, mine? He went, yes. He says it got ordered last month. I was like, right, I'll believe it when I see it. So I think he said it got ordered at the beginning of June. And then generally take about 4 months to turn up. So what would that be? June, July, August, September. So theoretically, if this saw materialised, I should get it in October. I'm still not holding my breath, because apparently last year they ordered Shane's new truck and then cancelled it because it wasn't busy enough. So I'm not holding my breath. So yeah, I think I mentioned as well that Shane's sister's now working with us again. So she's enjoying it. Although, on what day was it? Thursday last week, she managed to break a saw. I said, "Look at this! You've only been here 2 months. And you're already 2 months, and you're already breaking the saws." So no idea what she'd done. Saw was working fine, and then she picked up the next bit of wood and went to cut it, and it wouldn't cut. The saw had just died, so we thought, oh, maybe it's tripped. But one of the lads went round to check the power box, and no, it not tripped. So yeah, so the saw had broke. So I said to her, I said, oh, you better go and tell one of the managers. And so she went to see one of the managers to tell him. And he just went, oh dear, you better see one of the other managers. So, and she was working with me until the saw was fixed. And anyway, she went to see, well, Shane told the other manager. And he was like, well, what do they expect me to do? Organise to get it fixed? But two of the other saws, they need fixing. And the manager, who Shane spoke to, he came up to me the other day and he says, do you still have the number for the guys who deal with the saw? I was like, yeah. He said, can you phone them up and ask them to come out and look at those two saws, get them fixed? I was like, I'm pretty sure it's your job, but yeah, okay, whatever. And apologies, I don't know if you can hear this. I think next door's doing some work. So I'm hoping it doesn't pick up. I think we've had someone moving on the other side of us. That one's been empty for about a month now. And there's been some cars parked out for the last couple of days, so I think someone's actually moved in there now. You don't hear them, so they're quiet, so that's alright. So I don't think they've got kids. But I don't even know if it's a couple or what. So anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, so I had to phone up to organise getting the other two lads sorted out. So they come out the next day to have a look at them, and they both need new parts. So one of them shouldn't be too bad. They should have that part in stock, because from the looks of it, that part's being replaced before and it's a newish part. Was that right? And then the other saw, it's the same part that's needed, but that one was being replaced before at some point. And the bloke says, no, we've done it. He says, so it's going to be a case of I'm going to have to go back and try and find out which part we added on there, so I know which parts to order. All right. He says, and then when we know what's what, we'll be in touch to arrange to come and fix the saws. Oh, that's right. He says, but when we fix them, each saw will be down for a couple of hours at a time while we're sorting them out. So I said to him, I said, well, you better make sure you do one at a time then. Can't have both of them off at the same time. So that went fair enough. So yeah. So yeah, so one, I may be getting a new saw, and two, the others are getting fixed. So I've been doing a lot of helping out on one of the other saws over the last couple of weeks. So the big splitting saw, because I've had a lot of long wood to cut, so they've all been like over 6 meters, and so I've been helping on there. So I don't mind, and then she insists has been working on my saw because I was just doing some couple of easy packs, so it wasn't anything tricky with her not knowing how to work my saw. So yeah, so it's been a fun couple of weeks. I don't know how far down you can see on this, so I may disappear out of the shop while I do this stitch. So the only thing with this Omnic stand, because I've got, I can't remember what side bars I've got, but I think the 30cm ones or something, or 25. I need the smaller ones. Because these are just, well, with this frame and how it sits, they're just a little bit too long. So yeah, so I need to get the next size down ones at some point. They're a bit expensive, so I might see what Christmas money I get and order a set. Yes, I said the C word. It's not far away now. So I'm hoping to go over to the UK at Christmas. Hoping. Been having a look at flights, and I looked earlier on in the year, they'd come down a bit, but now they seem to have gone back up a bit. So we will see. If they stay where they are, then I should be able to, hopefully be able to afford them. I'll afford a flight either by the end of this month or the middle of next month, I'm hoping. But again, time will tell. So Mum's extension's coming on well. So the roof's on it now. At least one of the windows are in. I don't know if the other one's been put in yet. And then my other brother's meant to be there this week doing the floor. So he was originally putting just a normal wood floor. A normal wood floor down. But they've decided that they're going to put underfloor heating in that part. So he's now putting a concrete floor down. So I don't know when that's getting done. I'm pretty sure that's this weekend, but I could be wrong. So yeah, it's Saturday, by the way. But I don't know what's happening, because at the moment, I woke up to a message this morning to say my mum had been taken to hospital. She was bleeding and I don't know where it was coming from. And apparently she was bleeding a fair bit. So they've taken her to hospital to try and investigate what's happening. And I'm still waiting for an update from my brother. So I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. And he'd messaged me 2 hours before. So I said to him, I said, all right, just keep me updated what's going off. And I've not heard anything from him yet, so I don't know what's going off. So I'm assuming she's in there for the night. So whether she's going to be out tomorrow or not, I don't know. Because I normally phone her up on a Sunday. So again, I apologise if you can hear next door. They seem to be drilling something by the sound of it. But I don't know which next door, whether it's the ones that have just moved in or the other ones. It's typical. It's been quiet up until I started doing this. I keep forgetting that this is a big frame and I keep making it rock. I do apologise. So yes, I'm just waiting for an update on my mum. So other than that, she was doing fine. She said somebody out. I don't know if I mentioned my brother said someone was coming out to look to see if they could get her a shower in anyway. Anyway, they came out last week, I think. Anyway, where they were originally thinking was like taking part of the living room and changing that to a wet room or shower room. Well, the turned around said they're not allowed to do that. So the only other option that they've got is to try and get her upstairs and either turn one of the rooms upstairs into a shower room or something like that, or redo my bathroom. But it's like I said, the bathroom is not safe for her to go into because one, it's not very wide, so there obviously needs to be her and the carer in there. But in order to get to the bathroom, she has to walk past the top of the stairs. And one wrong step and she's down the stairs, so it's not really safe. So my brother says they've got somebody coming out, possibly this week I think, to look to see if they can get her either a stair lift fitted somewhere, so that, and then they know which room they can convert to a shower room, or to put in a lift elevator if you're from America. That will go, I don't know how they're going to plan on doing that one. It'll either go through the floor and come up into one of the rooms, or they'll have to build on the outside of the house and knock a hole through one of the walls into one of the rooms from the outside. So I've no idea how they're going to do it or what they're going to do. And I think I'm just disappearing off sight, so I'm just going to move it ever so slightly. So yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do there or how they're going to do it. But I'll have to wait until these people come out to see if there's any way they can actually put a stair lift or a lift in. There's more of this colour than I thought there was. So yeah, so I will keep you updated on that bit. Anything else going off? No, as I mentioned, I was at a birthday party the other day, well, last weekend, for the eldest niece's son. He's now 2. And then she's not far off from having the next little one. I think that one's due towards the end of September, beginning of October. That one's going to be a little girl. I think so far the name they've picked for her will be Isabel or Isabella. I can't remember, something like that. Either Isabel or Isabella is what they've picked for her so far. Whether it changes or not, but they've had that name for a while. So, and if you get knocked now, it's not me. I've got a big tiger cat at my feet who's probably going to want to come up for a fuss because I'm stitching. Oh no, it's gone past. Is that right? So yeah, if you do watch these stitch with me, not just listen, I do apologise for all the shaking. I forgot how bad this frame is for working on. Right, so to make it better for you, I'm going to stop the camera here so I can turn this over, tie it off, and then get my next colour. And then you won't have to worry about the clicking and me trying to struggle with this thing. Oh, and by the way, I have now sorted out the Lowry stand so it doesn't squeak when I turn it. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back. So it's a good job I actually paused to do what I was going to do, because it's next door who was doing the work, so not the ones that I've just moved in, and whatever they were doing was not going how they wanted it to. So there was a lot of effing and blinding going off. And obviously because I had the door open into the cat area, you can hear it. So yeah, I timed that just right. And there goes this toes again. Whatever they're trying to fix in is not going in where they want it to. So yeah, so there's a lot of choice words. Apologies, you can hear my phone. I'll just check that, see if anything. Not my brother. Where am I? So I think I'm going to have to go back to the opticians soon. Normally you go every 2 years. Last time they wanted to swim me after a year. But I think my eyesight is getting a lot worse, especially doing like close-up stuff like this. I can't bloody see anything. So I have to wear my glasses all the time now while I'm stitching. Even on 25 count, which I never had a problem with before. Never had a problem with 28 count either, but now I do. I'll see the holes. I have to wear my glasses all the time. If I'm in the shops trying to look at something, oh my Jesus, I'm one of these people where the item gets further and further away or closer and closer, and it's like, I can't see jack. So yeah, I'm kind of a bit getting old, I think. So yes, I need to, I think I'm due in October anyway, so I might have to see if they can get me in earlier. Oh, apologies. So yes, I think my maybe short distance vision is deteriorated quite a bit. Sorry again, I'm just going to check my phone. It's always the same, isn't it? My stitch with me, she get a pinging. I think. 2 questions. Maybe 3 to answer in this video. Not many. So I'll pull those out in a moment. I think with the light stitches, I was trying to figure out if you've done the light stitch next to it before or not. This one up here. Where are we? There. Yep. That's good. I'm going to have to silence my phone. Bear with me 2 moments and then I'll be back on one side, it's my phone and find the questions. Okay. So yeah, you watch Shane on the phone now. Shane's not in, he's down at his mum's. Yeah, I'm going to see his mum. So he's down there. So his mum volunteers at a charity shop for the Animal Welfare League, and she's just been told her shop's closing. So this is the, I think, the 2nd shop now that she's worked in for them that's closed down. She must be a bad sign. So I don't know if they're going to transfer to one of the other shops or not. So she will find out soon enough. I think we've got, it's meant to be closing at the end of this month, I think Shane said it. I'm pretty sure that's what he said anyway. I'm not even in shot there, sorry guys. I was going to say something and I forgot what I was going to say. I'll tell you what, let's find these questions, shall we? I think I've only got 2, maybe 3, so it's not going to take long to answer them. But then I might remember what I was going to say before. Right. I've got 2, a whole 2. So the first one is from Sue. and wants to know, when you tell Shane about your YouTube channel, which will happen soon, maybe, are you going to tell him you've been doing it for 4 years? And will you tell him that you've got a Facebook page set up as well? And you really, really, really need to grease your Lowry stand. Puppy woke up barking twice due to your video. Sorry, Sue. But yes, Sue, I've sorted out the Lowry stand, so it no longer squeaks. I've already told Shane I'm going to do a YouTube channel. And he just called me weird. He says, "You're just weird. What do you want to do that for?" To maybe make a little bit of extra money. "You're just weird." And he walked off. I was like, all right then. So yeah, do I need to tell him I've been doing it for 4 years? Probably not. Says he already thinks I'm weird for saying I was going to do one. So yes, I've kind of told Shane I'm doing one, but not, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so yeah, he just got me weird. Thank you very much. So yeah, Shane doesn't really go on Facebook, so there's no point telling him about the Facebook group. Shane spends more of his time on TikTok than anything else. Question. So I've only got 2. I thought I had 3. Oh, this one was from Laura Harrison. This was on my last stitch with me. I think it was when I was doing the monochrome tiger. It wants to know how I can stitch on it without gridding it. Well, before, obviously, the gridded fabric came out, you had to stitch it on without gridding it, so it's just a case of counting very, very carefully. In my case, extra carefully, because you can always guarantee I count wrong. So I've got a couple now that aren't gridded. Obviously, the gridded fabric does make it a little bit easier, especially when you need to jump from one area to another. But for the ones that aren't gridded, it's just a case of count and then recount. I hope that you're still going in the right spot. Mind you saying that, I'll put things in the wrong spot on gridded fabric, so it don't make no difference really, does it? I don't actually mind working on non-gridded fabric. It's just 9 out of 10 on those ones I have to do like a centre start, just to make sure that I've got it in the right spot. At 9 out of 10 I've still haven't got it in the right spot, and it's not even a centre start. Like my Chief Eagle Spirit, I thought I started that in the middle, and that's over to one side. Yeah, I don't mind working on non-gridded fabric at all. That was the questions. So many. I bought a new mattress the other day. The old mattress had it. I mean, we'd had it for about 6 years. Yeah, because I've been over here almost 6 years. So yeah, we've had it almost 6 years. But it was, when you feel the springs through it, and it was a memory foam mattress, and the memory foam part had already was no good. So I sleep on my stomach. So obviously, if you sleep on your stomach, you may know, sometimes you get a bit of backache from sleeping on your stomach. So I looked online to see what's the best type of mattress to get for stomach sleepers. And I reckon it's a firm mattress, so then your body doesn't sink and give you backache. So I was like, right, so we need a firm mattress. So when we went looking, obviously you test all your mattresses out while you're in the shops. So I tested out this couple of medium mattresses, medium, firm, whatever, and then a firm mattress. And the firm one in the shop was just right. It wasn't too soft, and it felt comfortable. So I was like, right, we'll get the firm mattress then, like it recommends. So this was meant to turn up the other week. So a week ago Thursday. So 2 weeks tomorrow as you're watching this. And it was due to be here. It would get delivered between 3 and 6. So we'd arranged for the eldest niece to come over when they turned up, because she's only down the road at the moment, stopping at mum's. So she was to, when the phone to say that they were on the way, she was going to come round and get the mattress. Anyway, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I got a message saying that they were delayed and they'll give me an update. I'm still waiting for this update. They never got back to me. Anyway, we got home from work and it was like almost 5:45 and still not heard anything, so I phoned them up and they said, yeah, they got delayed. They said, but it's definitely coming today. I was like, right. So if you've not heard anything within an hour, give us a call back. Right. And he said, well, looking on my system, he says that an area is about 30 minutes away from where we live. He says, so yeah, he says, if you've not heard anything in an hour, give us a call back. So an hour later, I phoned him back. He says, you've not had no update, no nothing? I says, no. He says, right. He says, I'll go into the company. He says, see if we can find out exactly where they are and how long they're going to be. I was like, right. So anyway, he phoned me back and he says, apologies. He says, they weren't where I said they were. He says, that was the next stop. He says, so they are actually there now. He says, so you should get it within the next, they should be there within the next half an hour or so. All right, radio. So yeah, so this mattress turned up at almost 8 o'clock at night. I was like, well, I can't use the new mattress now because you've got to let them breathe for between 4 and 5 hours. Am I in the right one there? Yeah, so between 4 and 5 hours. So I was like, well, we'll just have to put it on the bed the next day. Holy crap, this thing is rock hard. It's like jumping on a concrete slab. It does say in the thing it softens up, but it takes a couple of weeks to start softening up and getting used to your body and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it was like jumping on a concrete slab. It was horrible. I've not had backache since sleeping on it, but it takes a while to get used to it after I've had soft mattresses for all my life. So yeah, so it gets a bit a bit strange getting used to it on a rock hard mattress. So we'll see how we go with it. We've still got the old mattress, so because that one's going on the spare bed. So if I don't like this mattress after a couple more weeks, I'll swap them back over again. I need to do this stitch. I can't throw everything in. Well, the kids are having a go at each other next door. You don't generally hear next door. You might hear the kids every now and then running around. You generally don't hear the kids anyone next door. They're never in. They're always out. Obviously today, they decided today that they want to be vocal. Oops. Yeah, remind me next time not to do a stitch with me on this one. I've no idea what we're up to. I think we're up to roughly maybe 40 minutes-ish, I think. So I will stop here and switch fabrics, floss. So I'll be back here in a minute. Okay. Oh, I didn't think this one through. I picked this colour and I was like, yeah, we'll do this one. You might be able to see it more. And I didn't think it through as to whether or not I could actually reach it. It should be good. Oh, we've got a tree at the front of the house, and we have a lot of birds that have now decided they're going to roost in it. Is it roost? Yeah, at night time. So all these birds are in this tree at night time. It's a right racket. Luckily, it only lasts about 10-15 minutes. They'll make a noise for a bit, then it goes quiet, and then they make another noise, and then it goes quiet, and that's it. You don't hear anything then until they get up in the morning. So yeah, it's the Indian miners. So yeah, they make a right racket. If I remember. I'll see if I can capture it for you, so you can hear it. So if I can, I'll add it in. So be prepared, there may be some loud squawking, but I won't add it until the end of the video. But yeah, it's a right racket. The birds seem to know now when we get home. So they can guarantee as soon as we get in, one of the magpie comes and sits on. Shane built a frame near the cat area for, what was it now? A tapery bush or something like that. So the bird comes and sits on there, so you can see in. So obviously the cats can see the bird, and they're doing their funny mouthing thing because they can see the bird. And the other week, one of the magpies actually came right up to the door to the cat area. So I went to open it to feed him, and Kitty and Tiger both darted for the door. Kitty saw me and then stopped, but Tiger carried on. I had to trap him in the door so he couldn't get to the bird. I was like, no, you leave that bird alone. And I thought, that's all we need. So now I've got to be careful when I open the door, just in case Tiger's around. But one of the magpies has decided, we've got another tree in the backyard. Well, we've got several trees in the backyard, but the other big tree in the backyard, he's decided that that's his. So he just sits in that all day, singing along and making funny noises. Which you don't mind sometimes, but other times it's like, oh, will you beggar off? You're making too much noise. I'm trying to listen to something, or you're irritating me now. And he's the one that comes right up to the door. I'm gonna put a video on the end anyway. I threw some bread out the other day because it had gone stale, so I just threw it out in the back garden. And I thought, I wonder if any birds are going to come. Yeah, so I'll put a video in at the end. They just keep coming. The birds at work have calmed down, finally. So all the noisy miners have disappeared for some reason. Since Shane's sister started, they all disappeared and they've not been back. So we'll see. She must putting off bad jujus. So yeah, they've all disappeared. The kookaburras, there were 7. They seem to have calmed down a little bit, and sometimes we'll get all 7, but 9 out of 10 we only get like 2 or 3. So I don't know what's happened with them. My butcher birds though, they still come. 1, 2. 1. Yeah. So, and then I've got a magpie. He comes all the time. He's one of the little babies from last year. He's my little friend. And I say he was attacked when he was a baby, so he's a bit lame. So he hobbles everywhere, and his eyes used to be all swollen and that. His eyes are all right now. He's my little friend. He comes, sings along to me when he turns up, and then, because obviously he's used to be working on one saw. If I'm not on that saw, he goes looking for me. And if I shout him, he comes running over. Yeah, he's my little buddy, but he's not. He's not the smartest of birds. So normally, if there's any kookaburras around, if you throw him any food, the kookaburras come down to get it. So sometimes he'll take it and fly off. Other times he decides he's just going to stay there and eat it on the floor. So all of a sudden the kookaburras come in and take it off him. So then he sits there crying. So you give him a bit more, and he does exactly the same again. He's like, no, you need to disappear so that I can't take it off you. It's not the smartest of birds. I thought I forgot to press record then. I thought I'd been talking to myself for all this time. So I think I must have picked the 3 lightest colours I could possibly find today to stitch. Never mind. Now then, which way am I going from here? There. It's easy to sort out. So yeah, if you watch my update, I mentioned a little bit about maybe for next year, kind of plans. So I'm going to try and finish off some of these ones that have been around for ages that I haven't done, or which I think I can get done in a year. So I'm gonna, at some point, go through my projects and see which ones I think I could potentially get finished next year. So I'm hoping to get maybe about between 12 and 20 finished next year. Maybe. Again, I'll need to double check. It'll probably be about 3, but yeah, there's a couple of the Heaven and Earth ones, so the ornaments that I pulled out to work on this week. Those ones, I think I can get those finished next year. Anzac, I'll probably get that one finished. Possibility. Pandemic. Again, it depends how I decide to work them. Whether I'm just having like a focus piece for each weekend, or well, until it's finished, or whether I'm going to stitch on some of the other projects I've got just at weekends. So we'll see. So yeah, so there may be some voting coming up if I decide to do like work on just a couple of my other projects that aren't close to being finished. Well, then probably be a voting section to find out which ones you think I should work on. Because I know you lot like the voting part. Well, I need to shift you up a touch. Now I'm going to find 2 stitches. I think that's one. Yes. What's the second one? Here. Just enough thread to make it. Right. So I don't know how long this has been, so I'm going to call it time of death. So yeah, we're going to end it here then, guys. So again, if you do have any questions or comments, again, please feel free to drop those down below, and we'll answer those in the next Stitch With Me, which all being well will be next week. I'm hoping to get back on track and doing them weekly like I used to do. Hopefully nothing else will get in the way. So let's zoom in out. There we go, so that's what we're looking like at the moment. It's getting there. So yeah, so as I say, any questions or comments, drop those down below, or email me, as always, dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or on Instagram @dizzystitcher, and we'll answer the questions in the next Stitch With Me. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's so much appreciated. If this is less than 1 hour, I do apologise. Obviously, I've stopped and started it that many times, so I can't remember how long it is. So yeah, so thank you very much again, guys, and as I say, I'll put a video, or maybe 2, at the end of this with the birds. One showing how many turned up when I just threw some bread out, and one of the noise that we get on a night time. So until next time then, guys, take care, stay safe, happy stitching, and bye bye for now.